Hello and welcome to Let's Play with Fire. I'm Fire Princess, and today we are playing the Medieval Charter Challenge in Sapbury with the Coffyn family. They are a randomized family that we unlocked from becoming a level 2 hamlet. The Coffyn family are yeomans, so they're one social status above peasants. So to start, this is their house. I, of course, did not make it. I downloaded it. But let's do a tour. We have beds for the children as well as toddler and the double bed for the parents. And in the living room we have one toy and one toddler toilet. There is a toilet outside. This is the kitchen area. The bath is outside as well. Let's meet the family. This is Leonard Coffyn. He is the head of household for the Coffyn house. He is a pleasure sim with a knowledge secondary. His randomized skills, so he's maxed mechanical, has a pretty high cooking, and then just kind of a little bit in all the other skills. He is kind of neat, more shy, very active, serious and grouchy. He loves to swim. He's unlucky, a born salesman, ambitious, and clumsy. And the Coffins actually own the Four Shields Taverns, so I'm really excited because we'll actually be able to see that lot. We unlocked it a while ago, but because no one owned it, no one could actually access the lot yet. This is Mary Coffyn. She's a popularity sim with a knowledge secondary. The randomized skills are charisma is high, logic and cleaning is high. Everything else is relatively low. Personality, she's very neat, shy, kind of active, kind of grouchy, kind of nice, and serious. She's dramatic, excitable, gatherer, hopeless romantic, and a perfectionist. And you'll notice she's actually 8 days away from becoming an elder. We will see if any more kids are accidentally added to the household with risky woohoo, but hopefully not, because there's not really any room in their house. Next up is Sibylla. Sibylla is the teenage daughter of Leonard and Mary. So Sibylla is a knowledge sim with a popularity secondary. She has no randomized skills because, if you remember, I only randomize skills for adult sims. She's sloppy, more outgoing, active, and playful, and definitely grouchy. She is flirty, a perfectionist, a light sleeper, and an absent-minded sim. This is Allison Coffyn. She's very neat, shy, active, very nice, and serious. Her traits: family-oriented, excitable, and a little rebellious. Last but not least is little James Coffyn. So he's excitable and neurotic. His personality: he is very sloppy, shy, active, playful, and grouchy. And since he's so active, I actually locked in the learn to walk first. Today is the first day of fall, so the Harvest Festival means no work. So we'll just get to know the family a little bit today. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, Sibylla, her one true hobby is actually sports. We were able to figure that out when I was just doing setup work because they started playing catch by themselves. Leonard Coffyn's one true hobby is sports as well. So Miss Mary is out here. Let's go ahead and have her teach him to walk for a little while. He's not quite hungry yet. She wants to tell a joke to her sister, so let's have her do that. Ooh, he wants to be a criminal. Interesting. We'll have to keep that in mind. Because he runs the tavern, but maybe it'll be like a seedy tavern that the unsavory characters tend to hang out in. So you'll see Sibylla actually has 9 days left. And one thing that I was thinking, speaking of Sibylla, she is of a similar age to Simon Beesbury. And Simon Beesbury is also a yeoman. So they are both yeoman children, and they are both of an age where they need to start thinking about their arranged marriages. So I'm hoping that we'll see the Beesbury family this playthrough so that we can get them set up together. Oh good, the welcome wagon is here. Perfect. some of the almshouse ladies, and Sibylla just actually made some lunch for everyone. Another thing about marriage, so heirs and firstborn daughters must be married above or within their station. So Sibylla, since she's the firstborn daughter, she's going to need to marry either a yeoman or higher, basically. But it's not going to happen that she's going to get anyone higher, I can tell you that now. I also looked up, they need a dowry. The first and second-born daughters have to have a dowry, which is kept in their inventory. So for firstborn daughters, for yeomans, they have a dowry of 800 simoleons. Second daughters, a dowry of 600. So we're going to have to remember to set aside a dowry, especially for Sibylla right now, because she's going to be married off once as soon as she hits an adult, to Simon. So we have to make sure she has that dowry ready so that they can actually have this marriage completed. Oh, he wants attention from Sibylla. She's like, I will love you. Oh. He's tired. Uh-oh. Leonard and Mally aren't getting along. They all want to play catch. Sports is a favored pastime around here. Uh-oh, Anadia's gonna throw a water balloon at someone. Oh, Allison, you're targeted. Oh. She's like, oh, that was great. Let's see what they're talking about in here. Oh, she's napping. Poor thing. She's like, I'm exhausted. All this water balloon fights, catch. Where's the girl out? At least this time we're not starting out with a bunch of fights. They're a little nicer around here, the Coffins. Exciting news. I got the Gussy Up mod. I'm sure some of you are thinking, finally you get this. But I finally did. So the Gussy Up mod, if you don't know, it allows you to buy clothes for the townies that walk by or change their appearance. So all these Sims that keep walking by without medieval clothes on, I can finally fix their outfits instead of just changing their outfit real quick. Alright, she is all set up. One townie fixed. Probably at least 20 more to go. Okay, maybe not that much, but still. I'm so excited to finally have gotten that. I should have got that, like, way sooner. Oh, someone's awake. Look at who's awake. Our little baby. Ooh, he did not approve of whatever Leonard just did. These two are getting along quite well. Oh, as I say that, they have a minus, but still. They've been talking. Leonard's trying to help with the potty situation. Nope. Stop it. Pick up your son. Don't you use the restroom. We are taking you to the potty. You can make it. No, Mally, you're causing issues. I'm about to ask you to leave. Okay, thanks, Mally. Leave me alone. I appreciate you trying to help, but we don't need your help. Poor Emmeline's stuck outside watching. I want some food, but there's not enough room. Ask everyone to leave. Bye-bye now. So we haven't figured out her one true hobby yet. Mary Coffins. So we're gonna try and have her stargaze as well as Allison stargaze, and we'll just see if they have any interest in science. Oh, yay, that was lucky. I was kind of thinking because Allison rolled a want for a telescope, and she's just a kid, so I was like, maybe she has an interest in science. James is about to hit his points. Yay, he's learned to walk already. Perfect. I'm so excited. Alright, let's do learn to talk next. Mary's just putting James to bed here, and her and Leonard are going to have a little woohoo on the bed. Oh no, the relationship isn't high enough. Maybe they won't be tonight. While they're getting some of their needs together, I just wanted to let you guys know I actually went through and rolled to see what activities activities they enjoy doing for their one true hobbies. So for Leonard, his one true hobby was sports, right? And he enjoys golf. So I'll probably have to add like a golf thing onto one of the community lots that we have. Mary enjoys science, and her role was for the telescope. Once they have enough to get a status item, then we will make sure to buy a telescope, because not only does Mary enjoy the telescope, but so does Allison, whose one true hobby is science as well. So Sibylla is sports as well, and she actually enjoys fencing, so I'm kind of excited about that. I don't know if they're gonna get a fencing thing to practice on, or if maybe I should just make a lot. I do have the military barracks, which has a training area with a lot of those dummies. I'm just not sure if I want that to be a community lot type thing separate from the military barracks, or if we should just put something in their yard. They don't really have a big enough place for it, is kind of why I'm thinking of putting it in a community lot, but we can decide that another time. I'm gonna lock in that buy a telescope, because they will get there. It's probably gonna take them a little bit. Oh, they're playing peekaboo over here. Oh. Leonard stayed up way too late. He's like, I'm too old for this. I gotta sleep for a while. Alright, Leonard, you're gonna have to wake up. He wants new clothes. He can do a date with his wife, though. Maybe they can do that one of the nights they're back. Oh, Miranda. She is not happy with Allison there. Holy cow. Let's have her teach him to talk for a little bit. I'm trying to decide if I have a mod that should hopefully work, but that lets the toddler come to the community lot as well. I almost think, though, that just the parents are gonna go and maybe Allison, because that way we can leave Sibylla with James to help with the skilling. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have whatever mod it is. I might just have it in my normal hood, and I didn't put it in the medieval one, because it doesn't look like I have the toddler James as an option, so I'll have to look into that. Here is the Four Shields Tavern. Some of you may recognize it as it is from Skyrim, so it's kind of cool. Definitely why I downloaded it. Just the one level. It's got the 2 rooms, the bar up front here, where they can tend the bar. There's a violin, a medieval version, there's a dartboard, and then just some tables for them to sit at. I may eventually convert this to a restaurant, but for now, I've heard restaurants are pretty difficult to play, and I've never tried to run one before, so in the interest of just kind of learning, I want to keep it a little bit simple for now. Maybe an heir later on will decide to upgrade it to a restaurant. Oh, we're gonna get kids in the tavern because I have Alice in here. Whoops. We're gonna have Mary Coffyn manning the bar. He just wants to drink juice. He's like, I'm just here to drink. I may own it, but I'm also here to drink. Well, you can have a drink in a second. Hey, first simoleon, yay! Well, let's see what the price is at. Looks like it's only at 17, but that's okay. I do want to keep this a little bit cheaper than other areas, because this is supposed to be like the more, like the hedge tavern. It's not supposed to be as high end, I guess you could say. And she's like, you got it. You got it, babe. He's ordering another drink. He may have an issue, this one. Alright, why don't you tend the bar instead of drinking the bar? Oh, and there's an axe throwing station here as well, so a lot of my lots have that, which is why I'm trying to change up what has where, like what is where. We might actually do the golf here, because he's the one who likes golf, so we might as well have his favorite pastime at the golf, or at the tavern where he works. Why don't you join, because you want to. I think tomorrow we're not going to have Allison come just because she's bringing in children. And I'm hoping that if I have the bar, like as Mary as the bartender, it'll get adults to buy drinks, which will add more income for us. Right this second we have a bunch of kids and they can't exactly have any drinks at the bar. She's like, I don't want to talk about bugs. Why are you talking about bugs? I love how the kids are the ones trying to play the instrument and it looks so goofy. What we might do tomorrow is we will have Sibylla come with the parents. And they just won't stay as long, maybe. We'll see. I don't know if maybe that's not a good idea to leave the two kids alone, but I was thinking that because then they can do the, like, have teenagers spawning on the lot, which hopefully Simon Beesbury would spawn on the lot. I'm pretty much just waiting for Benjamin to buy it, and then I'm gonna go. So, sorry, Benjamin. Don't mean to con you, but this is a seedy tavern. What, home. Time to go, everyone. They'll be back in about 9 hours. For now, we're gonna hang out with Sibylla and James. He's like, hello, I'm exhausted here. She might need a nap too, my goodness. She had to wake up early for James. There we go. She still woke up. I tried to have her sleep in her parents' bed so she could get a little bit of sleep, but she's a light sleeper, so she still heard James from the next room. 2 days left until James's birthday. Oh, Lily and Litton. Come on, we need a Beesbury to walk by. The Coffins just got back from their timeout at the tavern. They're just gonna do some need type things, so I will see you in the morning. Once again, it's Sibylla up early to take care of James. Hopefully he's not gonna throw up on her. Sibylla is such a good sister. She's like, alright, I'll care for the baby. I really want to be learning things, but at least her chance to go to the tavern will be today. I think what we're gonna do, instead of leaving Allison home alone with James, which is just a disaster waiting to happen, we're gonna let Mary stay home today and Sibylla go to work. Oh good, Sibylla got a cooking point. It's already cold outside and we're only halfway through fall. They've already started to get their outerwear on. Might be a harsh winter. James is gonna learn how to talk. Yay, James! That's so exciting. He already knows how to walk and talk. Let's have him get changed and they're gonna go to the tavern. I'll see you there. Let's make sure this is charging customers. Good. They're just chatting over here. Can she tend the bar? Ooh, she's a teenager, but she can tend the bar. That's good to know. She is actually helpful coming here. We did get a teenager to spawn, Alvin Futa, but I'm looking for a specific one to come and visit. Because as soon as they do, they can get the arrangement started. She's got 7 days left, so there's a little bit of time, but if it doesn't happen soon, we might have to visit their lot. Or invite them over. She's juggling. She's like, look what I can do, guys. I'm entertaining. She is the playful one of the family. She's playing some darts with the customers here, just getting to know them. Meanwhile, Leonard's playing violin in the background. He complained. What? You just left that dish there, Alvin. Excuse you. Alvin has some nerve. Holy cow. I'll go clean it up even though you just left it on the table. Alright, she's gonna go and flirt with these boys. Oh good, he got a creativity. He wanted a skill point, so let's get him back to the bar. 1 bolt, that's it. That's okay, he's just a townie. We don't really care too much for him. Yeah, they're certainly getting a lot of teenagers. There's not the right teenagers that I want. Go tend the bar. If I can click it. There we go. Why don't you talk with Randy? She is flirty after all. Ooh. He didn't appreciate the admire. Oh no, he's leaving now. They had no chemistry. Oh, it's little Sybil Litton. I forgot we're gonna see her out and about now. I want to end today's tavern day a little bit early just because Leonard wants to do a date with Mary, so I want to give them time to do that. Oh my gosh, the bed. Let me go make the bed. Poor Leonard always gets complained at. Wow, she's pretty furious. Oh no, did she lose a star? I bet she lost a star. No! Alright, time to go. We're back at the house while the Leonard and Sibylla go through their day over at the tavern. Allison wants a skill point, so let's have her go ahead and jump rope. Once they get a telescope, they can do more science-related things, but for the moment, they don't have too many things that they can do in relation to their hobby. Let's see if he'll even stay on the toilet. He's really got to go. Oh, he just learned! Yay! I was gonna say, he's so tired, I wasn't sure if he would stick to it. Sometimes if they're that tired, they're just like, nope, I'm not even gonna be. I'm gonna buy them a little container for the dowry for their daughter. We're gonna do just a very small knapsack here. Coin pouch, perfect. These two actually get a chance to hang out since James is taking a nap. They're hanging out in pretty much the only spot there's room, which is the front of the house. Oh, Anna Dye sent her a scroll. Mary does want to be friends with Anna Dye. She's actually kind of close. Mom is coming, James. Teeth coming out your jaw much? We have one more day till James ages up. Look who's back! Sibylla and Leonard. Alright, Leonard. You and your wife need to go on a date. Walked a lot. They're gonna go straight back out. They're having a late night. Let's see. They're gonna go to the Village Green and Well. I found another Gussy Up target. Meadow Thyre. Perfect. I'm so excited to fix all these people. Alright, where's Mary? Oh, they're like, you know what? We just enjoy sitting and not having to deal with people. Alright, you need to ask her on a date though. That's the point. Not prank. Aw, she's like, of course I'll date you. They're so adamant to sit down. They're like, we're exhausted, okay? We've been working all day, we have kids. This is a lot to ask. You're gonna have to stand up, Mary. Oh, he wants to hug her. Why is he such a sweetheart? Oh, look who it is. It's Nickel Crane. Hopefully he won't be causing any fights while we're here. You never know with him. Alright, it's getting pretty late, so I think they need to wrap this up. They only got to a good date, but that's okay. He does want to pull a prank on her, so I'm definitely gonna let him do that. Oh. Oh, she laughed. Okay, good. I wasn't sure. She's not playful, so... Alright, go ahead and end the date. They're working on the nursery rhyme. Got a charisma point. He's got a couple. He's got charisma and logic now. We're gonna try and see if they can rescue Woohoo. She only has 5 days left. First kiss. Apparently they've not had a kiss yet, somehow. And I can't hear anything right now because I don't have my headset on, so well, it'll really be a surprise if she ends up pregnant. By the way, yeomans are limited to 2 to 3 kids per household, so if they have anything extra, it's gonna go to an orphanage. Which the orphanage we don't have yet. Alright guys, I'm not hearing it, so I don't know if she got pregnant or not. The girls are up this morning. James woke them both up this time. So they're both up a little bit early. Look at this nasty toilet right now. Ugh. Ugh. James is about to get it. He's gonna have that nursery rhyme and then he's set. Look at that, go James. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I want the parents and the teenager Sibylla to go to the tavern today. They're not gonna be long because we have a birthday to do tonight. What I'm thinking is I can get a bottle for them out and put it into Allison's inventory so that it doesn't go bad. At least hopefully that's how it works. Then that way if he's hungry later and they're not around, she can still give him a bottle because there's one in her inventory that she can give. I've never tried this before. We'll see if it works. Hopefully they'll be back before he starves if he does get hungry and it doesn't work. Tonight when they're coming back for James's birthday party is we're going to have Sully Beesbury over. They're gonna send a letter over to her so that she knows to come over. She is a painter, so I feel like she would have her name known. So they're going to send the invite and they're going to start talking with her and trying to build their relationship so they can work in the arranged marriage. We are at the tavern now, so let's see. We have a lot of people to help. If he wants more juice, I think we have a storyline with him. One thing I wanted to explain while we're here, their house is exceptionally small for a yeoman family. Normally the yeoman families have a lot nicer of houses. The reasoning behind that was I wanted them to have more money to afford the tavern. Because you can see the tavern's pretty nice. Like it's 2 bedrooms, dartboard, couple of bars. Why is this so hard? Order drink. Well, while Leonard's drinking over there, Mary is actually handling the business side of things. He keeps rolling the want to buy new clothes. I'm gonna go ahead and lock it in for him. I wasn't going to because it's not like they can really afford very much, but this is the 3rd time he's wanted new clothes. I'm gonna go ahead and let him do it. At this point he really wants new clothes. He doesn't like my printed pattern outfit that I gave him. Perfect. Marissa's gonna play some music for us. It's surprising to me that no other Sims really go to buy a drink from the bar. I wonder if it's because it's a CC bar. That might be causing issues with it. Oh, I have to remember the time. Oh my gosh. I was not paying attention to that. In fact, they're probably gonna have to go ahead and tell everyone to leave once they're done eating. So far, they're not really making a lot of money. They're gonna have to make a lot tomorrow in order to be able to pay the tax man. Because for yeomans, it's $1,000 in rent alone. And they're not even at 1,000 and it's 2 days left. I mean, they'll get over 1,000. I'm just not sure if they'll be able to afford their income tax and the tithe and be able to set aside money for a dowry. It's asking a lot right now with where they're at. Okay, well, they knew I was worried about it, apparently, because now they're rank 1. And guess what? They're getting money. Rank 1 means that they get to pay their rent at the very least. Alright, time to go. You need to make it to James's birthday party. Well, it's not really like a party, but you know. We're back at the Coffyn house, where there's only Allison and James at the moment. Hopefully things will go okay, because there's not too much that Allison can do to help James. One thing I didn't think about was he is definitely gonna need help getting into his crib, and yeah, that's not happening. Oh, she gave him a kiss. It's so adorable. Okay, I think we're gonna give him his food now. I can put it right in his hand. Poor James is getting so tired, and I can't help him right now, so he's gonna age up and go straight to bed, because he's gonna end up passing out on the floor. That's where we're at right now. Oh my gosh! So she's having a snack right now, and guess what she grabbed? The wine. She's like, quick, while they're not here to tell me no. She is the rebellious one, so why am I not surprised? She's like, hurry. You're gonna turn out like your dad if you keep this up, starting this young. You better clean that up before they're back. They're definitely gonna notice a wine glass out. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh boy, here it comes. He's like, I will sing until I drop. Poor baby James. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh good, the rest of them are back. So he's fine. Let's have him go ahead and we're gonna summon over Sally Beesbury because he sent that letter earlier, so she knows to come over. Okay, so let's have Leonard go ahead and talk up Sally here. Oh, she's worried about the baby. I know, sweetie, this isn't normal, I promise. They don't leave him at home with a child. Doesn't happen. No. So far they're actually getting along, which is a good sign. Seems to me like they are going to have an approved arranged marriage. Time for James to age up. He is adorable. I know, I'm sorry. He's not in a good way right now. And now that they're cleared of the living room, let's go ahead. I can't sell anything per the challenge rules, so we're gonna put the items into their inventories. Okay, I was able to fit a bed into the tiny little spots right there. So we're gonna just leave that as his bed. Let's get him out. Oh, he didn't even make it to the other bed. Okay, that's fine. Go sleep in your actual bed then. He wants to have a pillow fight. Ooh, look at this. They're talking about love. Ah, perfect. Is he not going to bed? You need to go to bed, dude. Oh my god. This is why he hasn't gone to bed yet. Because Leonard saw the bed and was like, perfect, a spot for me to lounge. Leonard, your child is trying to go to sleep. He's exhausted. Get out of his bed. Oh yes, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah. Oh. The love letter. That's so sweet. Okay, she wants a party, so we're gonna have a party for Allison's birthday. Since she didn't really want one for James's. I have a feeling she's not pregnant because she hasn't really been getting very hungry very quickly. Of course, Sibylla really wants to go to college, but she's a yeoman. She's not allowed to do those kind of things. Alright, it is the middle of the night. You guys need to chill. Let's say bye to Sally. Thank you for coming over. I'm glad that we're starting to have a good arrangement set up here. Now they just need to meet Simon and make sure that he's appropriate for their daughter. It is the next morning. It's the last day of fall, so their last chance to make any last minute earnings. So real quick while we're loading into the lot here, I just had to finish recording the rest of this video on a different day, so that's why I look a little different. Okay, as you can see, I replaced the axe throwing with the golf since that is what Leonard's favorite activity to do within sports is. Oh, that tells me I need to move the other putt-putts one. He's way too close. Maybe that'll help keep Leonard away from the bar. What is she doing? Sibylla is so very playful. Of course, everyone's too young to actually have a drink at the bar. I keep hoping they'll make a little bit extra money that way, but it's not working out so far. Oh hey, look, she can actually order. Let's see if I get money from this. Oh, I think I did. That's awesome. Sibylla is ordering some too. Oh my gosh, Sibylla. Sibylla and Allison are taking after their dad. They're wearing the same dress. Whoops. They've been making a decent amount of money for the past few days. They'll definitely be able to afford the taxes, the royal treasury taxes, which is good. I may have to do some sort of cheat to increase the amount of Sims that are allowed on community lots, because at present I keep only getting 3. And we want a busy tavern, we don't want an empty tavern. I know it's only a rank 1 tavern, but still. Alright, they need to start closing up shop. They have to get home in time to help with the birthday. It is interesting, she doesn't want to be a werewolf. I'll make a note of it and we will consider it, depending on storylines. So while they're gone, it's only Allison and James here, so I'm curious to see what they're gonna do, which of course Allison's immediately going for the wine. James is like, I'm trying to play with my sister. She's not. All she does is drink wine. Ooh, now that James is a kid also, we should be able to try and figure out what his one-trap is. Miranda likes James. Miranda didn't like Allison. They certainly have a lot of wolves on this lot. See, poor Allison just gets yelled at. Ooh, she didn't take it this time. She's like, don't you growl at me. Boy, she really does not have the best luck with the wolves. Meanwhile, James is like having the greatest time with the wolves. Alright, why don't you clean up the evidence, Allison? You don't want them noticing that you had a glass of wine. James is a playful one. Play catch. Let's see if sports is something that he's interested in. See if he got that from his dad. So it's not sports for James. We'll have our mission today be figure out what your one true hobby is. Haha! Look at that! He likes nature. Good. She's thinking of the military men. She's like, I hope I end up with a military man. Not this peasant guy. James was getting a little too cold. Had to bring him inside. So I'm trying to get them to play together with the toys, but they only have one toy in their toy box. So they can't actually play together. There you go. Just have to do something else. Let's have Mary throw a party. We're just gonna have her throw a house party. Since I don't really want them getting a cake right now with most of their money going to the royal treasury, and they need to save up for the dowry. Who's gonna show up to the party? Looks like everyone did. Nice. He does not like to be admired. Poor Mally just tries to be nice to all these people and everyone's like, what are you talking to me for? It's time for Allison to age up. Yay! Oh, she's adorable. I have got to change that outfit, but otherwise she's so cute. So they're just talking out inside, getting to know each other better. She's going to be the future mother-in-law for Sibylla here, so they're having to get to know each other a little more. Sibylla doesn't necessarily have to be friends with Sully at all, because she's not a part of her own arranged marriage. Essentially, it's not her decision. It's Mary and Leonard's decision. So they're just having, they're just getting to know each other here. And, they're actually over 20, which is all that they required for a unapproved arranged marriage. So anything more than that is just a bonus. What I'll do is next time that we play them, I will go ahead and we'll have the teenagers run the tavern for a day so that the parents can stay behind and meet Simon Beesbury. Clean up. People are having wine. They're taking all my food stock here. I keep getting told it's low, it's low. We're definitely gonna save that one. She wants to be friends with Sally. Yes, please. It's the next morning, and I just realized they still have an entire day left to fall. I thought we were at the end and winter was gonna be in the morning. So, whoops. Alright, before I forget, I'm gonna give her her secondary of pleasure. So it is actually winter, so I need to get the royal treasure over here, like, stat. Okay, my apologies for that mishap, my goodness. Side note, I figured out what James's hobby is, or his activity within his hobby. He actually wants a wom rat. That's what his nature enthusiasm involves. So whenever we're able to get him something, I will do that. It's gonna be a while because they have the girls' dowries to think of. I calculated the amount that the Coffins owe to the royal treasury, and it is an 1,800 simoleons. That leaves the royal treasury at 18,835 simoleons. You'll notice I have increased the thresholds for when we reach the next level for certain things. So our next level isn't actually until 25,000 simoleons in the royal treasury. Mostly because I felt like we were hitting milestones very quickly, and I didn't want us to get there so fast. 15,000 is the amount you're supposed to get to level 3 for the Medieval Charter Challenge, but I mean, we hit that really quickly, and I want to be able to go do some more rounds with our other families before we unlock more families, because we just unlocked these. So I bumped the threshold up to 25,000. So, I mean, we're still almost there. We're at 18,000 for, I know you have to pee, but pay the treasurer first, please. In that outfit, really. Why are they just chatting? Oh my god. You only paid the 1,000. I know you have to pee, but you really gotta get it together here. If you would just pay him. There you go. Okay, now I'll go to the bathroom. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to see how much we would end up with at the very last bit. So we have 337. I'm gonna go ahead and put 200 into Sibylla's dowry. We do need 800 in her dowry. And she ages up in 4 days, so we really need to get on her dowry here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Give a like or subscribe if you're interested, and see you next time.